Keeping people dependent on you. So why would you want to keep people dependent on you? Well, if you possess a certain skill, ability, or talent that cannot be replicated, that will increase your power. Now, this can be applied to a romantic setting, a professional setting, or a more primal setting if you're in a tribe, in a sport, anything like that. You want to keep people dependent on you. You want the superiors to think that they need you. And the reason for this is because you want to ensure that you cannot be replaced. You want to create the illusion, whether it be real or not real, that you are irreplaceable. You want the superiors and the other people in your tribe to think that they need you for their survival. You want to make yourself seem irreplaceable. You want to show your skills in a way that cannot be replicated by anybody else. So how do you do this? In our present day society, you specialize in some kind of profession, right? So you are a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer or a teacher or whatever, right? So our society now, if you look at the educational system, and especially college majors and college degrees, people now specialize very, very specifically in one discipline or area of study. And the reason for that is because people know that you must specialize in order to create a sense of irreplaceability. You know, you want your superiors to think that you are the number one person to consult about this issue. You are the number one person to go to when this problem arises. No one else can replicate your skill. No one else can replicate your talent or your ability. So how do you do this? Well, it depends on the application that you are using this for. If you're in a modern day society, it could be attaining an education in something that is very, very specific, right? So what that'll do is that'll create the idea that you are an expert in that subject matter. If it's a sport, you make sure that you develop the skills to be the best person, the best athlete at a specific task. If it's in some kind of tribal system, you make sure that you are the best hunter, but the best hunter at hunting deers or the best hunter at hunting boar, right? So you develop a skill where you master how to do a specific function within the tribe so that you are needed, right? Because what that'll do is it'll increase your power because you are needed by the tribe for survival. And this can be applied in a primal way, and this can be applied in a very modern way. When you specialize in a specific function at work, you basically are providing a specialized skill to the society, aka your tribe, modern or not, to help them survive in some way, or learn, or progress themselves. And what does progressing themselves do? It expands the power of your society. The next thing you want to do, make sure it is known that your skills or talents or specialization is readily welcomed by others. So in a modern sense, this can be another company. In sports, this could be another team. In school, this could be another school. In a tribe, this could be another tribe. So you want to make sure that it is known that you are a valuable asset amongst your peers and that you can go to another company, another school, another tribe, another team, whatever it may be. So what that's doing is that is going to create the idea that you are an asset in your community, whatever it may be. It is going to create the idea that you are not replaceable and that somebody else will scoop you up if you are not appreciated, right? So what this will do is this will start to build your power, and you're building this power by your specialization in a skill, by you are creating dependence in your community on you, right? So the people in your community, whatever it may be, are depending on you to do that skill and to master that skill. And without you, your tribe or school or work or whatever it may be is going to have a more difficult time moving forward. And them knowing that you can be replaced will all the more increase your power because they know that someone else will take you if you are not appreciated and given the respect that you deserve for your intense mastery of skill and talent. Now, one thing you want to make sure is you must remember that creating dependence does not always mean creating love. So the fact that someone is dependent on you does not really mean that they love you. In fact, it could create a little resentment amongst your community, between your superior and you. If you want to learn more about that, check out my Outshining the Master video. And if this is done at a romantic level, it can also create resentment between your partner or your spouse and yourself, right? Because they are seeing you as something they need and you're not a codependent relationship. And even though it will increase your power, it may not necessarily increase their love for you. It might actually do the opposite. So you got to keep that in mind. Now, we've been talking a lot about creating dependence in a more functional environment. So work, school, a tribe, whatever, but it also can work in a relationship. Now, I just mentioned it doesn't always create love, so don't think that creating dependence will create love. However, what it will do is it will create respect in your relationship. So if you're having issues where your partner is not respecting you for whatever reason, usually in a male-female relationship, you're the male and the female is not respecting you, is because she feels she does not need you. And this is very common in today's society. So she feels like she can get on without you. She feels like she is a prize without you. So you need to make sure that you create a level of dependence. You need to apply these principles in a romantic setting as well, right? So you need to make your wife, girlfriend, partner, whatever, feel that they need you. Maybe not for all things, but for some things, right? And you need to build yourself up as an asset that another female or whatever partner will take up if they do not respect you and laud you for your expertise and contribution to the household and the relationship. So it can work in a romantic setting too. Just remember the last point though, it doesn't always create love. It can create a little bit of resentment, but it does create respect. So if you're in a relationship where you feel like you're lacking respect, you need to build up your skills and your abilities so that they are not replaceable, so that your partner feels more dependent on you. This will increase your respect. This will increase your power. So make sure you apply these tips to all of your situations in life, your friends, your relationships, your school, your work, your teams, all of these things. You need to create a dependent vibe around you. You need to specialize in something so much more than anybody else that you are seen as an expert and you are seen as irreplaceable and you are seen as somebody will scoop you up if they are not looking and they are not giving you the power that you deserve for such a mastery of that skill. Okay guys, if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe, like and share this video, leave me your comment below, let me know about how you have created dependence on you. And until next time guys, take care.